So boys and girls, I think most of us enjoy snacking on popcorn. And today we're going to read about how popcorn uses the different states of matter, solid, liquid, gas, to cook. Popcorn science. Popcorn smells great. It tastes even better. What makes it pop? Science has the answer. A very yummy explosion. Nobody tells you this, but popcorn has a secret. The secret is inside the kernel. The secret is water. Each kernel has a tiny bit of water inside. That's what makes it pop. Just add heat. But water can't pop the corn on its own. It needs help. It needs heat. You can heat popcorn kernels different ways. You can heat them in a microwave, in a pot on the stove, or in a hot air popper. It doesn't matter as long as the kernels get really hot. When the kernels get hot, the water inside changes. The water turns into steam, just like when you boil a kettle on the stove. Steam is powerful. Have you ever seen steam shoot out of a tea kettle? Steam is powerful. Inside the popcorn kernel, it pushes against the outside of the kernel, which is called the hull. The steam pushes and pushes until pop. The kernel explodes. The hole breaks. The steam escapes. That's what makes the popping sound. White stuff comes shooting out of the kernel. The white stuff is called starch. It gets big and puffy in the explosion. It's inside out. Now the kernel is inside out. The crunchy hull is on the inside. The white puffy starch is on the outside. The whole thing smells fantastic. Water and heat can do amazing things. Now pass the salt. It's time to enjoy. And here are some pictures. The popcorn kernel has water, starch, and a strong hull. To make it pop, just add heat. That shows a picture. The hull is on the outside, the starch is in the middle, and the water is in the center. The kernel gets hot. The water inside turns to steam. Steam pushes against the hull. The hull starts to crack. Pop! The kernel explodes. It turns inside out. So boys and girls, you're probably familiar with microwave popcorn, but it's a lot of fun to make it on the stove. And the best part is when you make it on the stove, you heat up some butter, and then you put the kernels in, and the smell of the butter and the kernels is delicious. Here are our states of matter that we've been learning about. A solid keeps its shape when it is put in a container. Ice is a solid. There are many things around you that are solids. They keep their shape. A liquid flows and takes the shape of its container. Water is a liquid. A gas spreads out and fills the space around it. Steam is a gas. So let's look at some questions. Number 1, something that keeps its shape is solid, liquid, or gas. I bet you know the answer to that. Number 2, a popcorn kernel is a solid, liquid, or gas. 3, before it is heated, the water inside a popcorn kernel is solid, liquid, or gas. Number 4, when popcorn kernels are heated, water inside turns into a solid, liquid, gas. So number 1, something that keeps its shape, solid. A popcorn kernel, solid. Before it is heated, the water is liquid. And when popcorn kernels are heated, water turns into a gas. So boys and girls, since we can't be together and I can't pass these out to you, I thought it would still be fun to read it over. So go make some popcorn, or maybe after the next shopping trip you can do that. All right, boys and girls, have a good day.